first question that we have to discuss today is, why should we actually punctuate? What is the necessity of punctuating sentences? Okay. So punctuation marks are symbols that indicate the structure and organization of a written language, as well as information and pauses to be observed when reading aloud. Right? When we are reading aloud, when we come across periods or commas or semicolon, whatever it is, these punctuation marks are an indication for us to pause. Okay. In written English, punctuation is vital to disambiguate the meaning of sentences. You told me that you have never seen punctuations contributing to the meaning of sentence, but today let us see how punctuations, addition or subtraction of punctuations, or maybe even changing punctuations can contribute to its transformation in the meaning. Okay, that's what we are going to see today. Is it clear?
Yes.
Now see this one. See these two sentences. Can you tell me what is the difference between these two sentences? See, the words are all the same, but there is one difference. That's it.
Yes.
What is the difference between these two sentences?
The difference is one is saying to eat, Grandpa, and one is asking Grandpa to eat.
That means first one is let's eat, Grandpa. You're going to eat, Grandpa. The other one is something that is addressed to the grandpa, right? So what that difference in meaning is contributed by just a comma in the middle, right?
Yeah.
So it did. Do you agree now that it did change the meaning of the sentence?
Yeah.
Now, so we must be very careful while using the punctuation marks. Just a comma can make a see difference in its content. Now, see this one. This is I think the most common example that is given in order to understand the power of punctuation. Okay. An English professor asked the students to punctuate the following. The thing is, a woman without a man is nothing. Okay.
Yes.
Now, all of the males in the class wrote, a woman without a man, comma, is nothing. And all the females in the class wrote, a woman without her, man is nothing. You see, the words, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words. All the three, we have the 7 words. But you see the difference there. What is the difference between what the males wrote and what the females wrote?
Nothing except they said the males in the class, and the females in the class.
Okay, that is there. But what about the meaning? What did the males in the class write? A woman without a man.
Yeah.
Nothing. That means they say every woman they should have a man. No, without them, without a man, a woman is nothing. Right. Now, what did the females write? A woman, you see the colon over there. Without her, man is nothing. That means what? Who is important, woman or man?
Man.
In the second sentence, woman is important. In the first sentence, who is important? Did you get me? No, you did not understand, I think so. Just have a look, second look at this. Are you doing something else there?
No.
Okay, you're concentrating. Okay, I understand. Yes. All the males in the class wrote, a woman without a man is nothing. What does it mean?
That means without a man, a woman is nothing.
Okay. What about the second sentence?
The second sentence. All of the males in the class wrote, a woman without her man is nothing.
Okay. Then. All the females in
All
the
of the
class.
females in the class wrote, a woman without her, comma, man is nothing.
After a woman also you see a colon over there. Colon is a describing thing, right? A woman without her,
I
man
don't know
is
what a
nothing.
colon does, actually.
Actually, it gives the details. Okay, a woman without her, man is nothing. Okay, did you understand the meaning difference there?
Yes.
So that is, see, one males gave importance for males and females gave importance for females. Right. So that was possible. The same word, number of words were 7, but all that difference was made just by the punctuations. You see that comma over there, here the semicolon. Okay. So that is how punctuations can bring about a sea change in the meaning of the content being delivered. Now, see,
Yes.
I think you know these punctuation marks, right?
Yeah, I know a couple of them.
Just read out all that punctuation.
Period.
Mm.
All the ones I know.
Mm.
I know a period, I know a comma, I know a colon, I know a now I know what a colon is. I know a colon, I know a semicolon, I know a question mark, I know explanations, I know question marks, I know apostrophes.
Oh, hyphen and dash you have never done it.
No.
Okay. So this, you see the punctuation tree over here?
What?
The punctuation tree.
Yes.
So all the punctuation marks are being included here. Okay.
Yes.
Now, first rule number 1, with a computer, use only one space after commas, semicolons, colons, exclamation points, question marks, and quotation marks. So if you're doing it in the computer, use only one space. Okay, not more than that.
Yeah.
Use no spaces on either side of a hyphen. For example, we borrowed 22 sheets of paper. Here 22, please don't leave any space. Before and
Yes.
after, you are not supposed to leave any. See, actually the hyphen can be seen in compound nouns. In two words that are coming together. Okay. For example, when you say words like, can you give me an example of a compound noun? Two nouns
Compound
together.
noun.
Yeah, two nouns together that you call as a compound noun. So in that kind of cases, you have this hyphen coming in between.
Uh, I'm thinking compound.
Two words coming together, my dear. So they see
Two.
just like this 22. 22 is a compound word because the two are coming together. So you have a hyphen.
13.
13, how can it be a compound word? Are there two words?
Oh no,
Compound word.
45.
Okay, fine. Now, again, you have the full stop. The rules, you know, when do we use our full stop, my dear?
Uh, After a sentence.
Other than after a sentence, can we use full stop anywhere else?
No.
No. So let's take it out. That is your information. Let's check out whether it is correct or not. Use a full stop at the end of a complete sentence. That is a statement. Example is given there. And again, the second, you see, if the last word in the sentence ends in a full stop, do not use another full stop after it. Examples, I know that MD, she is my sister-in-law. Please shop, cook, etc. I will do the needful. So if the last word ends in a full stop, do not use another full stop after it. Okay?
Yeah.
Did you understand that?
Yes, I was able to understand it. Don't
Okay.
use two full stops in between each other.
Yeah. Now this is the ellipsis mark. I think you did not mention this when you mentioned about the punctuation. That means you are not very sure about this, right? The
Yeah.
ellipsis marks. So just check out when to use this. The 3-dot method is used for ellipsis marks. Use no more than 3 marks whether the omission occurs in the middle of a sentence or between sentences. Example, the regulation states all agencies must document overtime or risk losing federal funds. Rewritten using ellipsis, the regulation states, okay, all agencies must document overtime, and then you can go for this ellipsis. That means what? That omission. We're not going to continue that. You can put that 3 dots over there.
Yes.
Did you get me? Sometimes in some cases, no, when we are writing, we are maybe the first part we have to make some changes, but all the rest is the same as the previous sentence, means we need not have to copy the same. So you can do this, put this, go for this ellipsis mark. 1, 2, 3. Okay? But you should not continue this mark as 4 or 5. Then it is gone. Be sure that you are giving only 3 dots. Okay?
Yes.
Now, comma. Can you tell me when do you use a comma?
When I'm separating stuff.
Okay. To avoid confusion, use commas to separate words, word groups. Okay, that you have said. Use a comma to separate 2 adjectives when the word "and" can be inserted. For example, he's a strong, healthy man. Okay, fine. There are also you are separating the ideas. Use commas before or surrounding the name or title of a person.
Number 1.
Yes.
My priority. Wait, you kind of went to number 2. Wait, my priority is a peace split among my husband, daughter, son, and a nephew. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, yeah. So here in the second also, you between 2 adjectives you can use it. Okay, and use a comma to separate the day of the month from the year, and after the year also. See that we normally use, right? December 5, comma 2005, and then you put a full stop in case if it is going to end there only.
Yes.
Right? So that is how we use comma, and use comma to set up expressions that interrupt the flow of a sentence. In this case, you see, I am, as you have probably noticed, very nervous about this. So you can, that ideas can be emphasized, or that ideas, expressions can be highlighted by using commas.
Yeah.
If something or someone is sufficiently identified, the description following it is considered non-essential and should be surrounded by commas. Example, Freddie, who has a limp, comma, was the only person available with required qualification. So here, after Freddie, why did you put that comma? Actually, after the comma, you're giving a description of Freddie, right? It's a relative pronoun. Freddie,
Yes.
who has a limp. Then you go for the Freddie was the only person available with required qualification is the correct sentence. But in between, you thought of giving a short description about Freddie that had been made possible with the help of the comma over there. Okay, that is before the relative pronouns. If it is a descriptive relative pronouns, of course you have to use a comma before that. Okay, any doubt?
No.
I hope that you are with me.
Yes.
Now, again, I think so. I have told you this in case of conditional sentences. I think when we were discussing about conditional sentences, I did mention to you about this. If the sentence begins with if, you are supposed to put a comma. Do you remember that?
Yes.
If the conditional sentence doesn't, start with if, there is no need of placing a comma. See, the example is given here. If you are not sure about this, let me know now. As we have started the conditional sentences with if, we are supposed to place the comma. In the second the case, we have not started it with if. We started it with let. Let me know now If you are not sure about this, in that case, there is no need of a comma. Okay.
Yes.
Now, before conjunctions, I have told you when we were discussing about conjunctions, we can put comma here. See here, I have painted the entire house. But is the conjunction here, right? So before that conjunction, you can use what? A comma. See, I have painted the entire house, comma, but he's still working on sanding the doors. Okay. Why did he put a comma over here? Can you tell me?
Why did they put a comma? Because.
Now, see, if it had been short like, I like apples, but I don't like mangoes. Okay? I like apples, but I don't like mangoes. In that case, you need not, but see, if I say, I like apples, but don't like mangoes, I'm not going for that subject over there. I'm making it very short and saying, I like apples, but don't like mangoes. In that case, I need not put a comma over there. But if I have two independent, strong clauses, okay, if you have two strong clauses, then in that case, you have to put a comma before the conjunction.
Yes.
Okay. Now you see in the second example, I paint and he writes. Can you tell me why didn't we put a comma there? Hello?
You broke off. It was. I thought you weren't talking.
No, I am talking. You tell me the
I
second
didn't
one.
hear anything.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay, the second example, I paint. Why didn't we put a comma
there? For what sentence?
This one, my dear, we were talking about, discussing about conjunctions. I told you why we are placing a comma before the conjunction here. Then in that case, why not here? And is also a conjunction.
Because when you say but, it is two different things, and when you say and, it is the same thing.
No, it's not because of that. See here it is written, if the clauses are short, both the clauses are short, there is no need of a comma. It's a short clause, right? I paint, he writes. Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
I paint, he writes.
Yeah.
These both are joined with the conjunction and. Both are short. In that case, there is no need of a comma. Did you get me?
Yes.
I paint is a main clause and he writes is also another main clause. So these two main clauses are joined by using the conjunction and over there. Okay, so there is no need of a comma there because both are short. Okay.
Yes.
Now use the comma to separate colors also you can see. See, I chose the colors red and green and blue was his first choice. So in order to avoid confusion also you can go for commas. Yeah,
Yes.
I think in the direct speech we have already used it. He actually said, before the quotation we are supposed to use what? Comma. Right?
Yes.
Now here, use a comma to separate a statement from a question. See here, I can go in question tags. I can go, can't I? So before that question tag, we are using what? A comma.
Yeah.
My lord, you don't yarn. Use a comma to separate contrasting parts of a sentence. This is my money, not yours.
Yes.
Contrast. This is my money, not yours.
Not yours.
Okay, we have seen 12 usages of commas. And now, Kumi, I know that you are very smart and you recollect things which you really wanted to remember. So we have discussed 12 usages of commas. I want you to recollect at least 5 of them. Let me scroll down, okay? Okay, fast, quick. Okay, tell me.
use commas to separate
Okay.
places. You use commas to separate people. You use commas to when you're using a conditional statement.
Very
You
good.
use commas to separate before a conjunction, and you use commas to separate um
What about
um
question tags?
questions.
Question tags. Okay. In question tags, we use it, and even in direct speeches, right? He said, comma, then comes a quotation, right?
Yes.
In that case, also we use commas. Okay. And even into mostly we use it to express contrasting ideas. This money is mine, comma, not yours. Remember that sentence.
Yes.
Okay. Now colon. Have you any? Do you have any idea when we use this colon?
Not really.
Okay, I want you to read it out. Yes.
A colon should not precede a list unless it follows a
No,
complete
no. The first
sentence.
one, number one.
Use the colon to introduce a list of items when introductory words such as namely, for example, or that is do not appear.
Okay. See the first sentence. I want the items, namely butter, sugar, flour. When you are going for
Sugar and flour.
yeah, when you are going for colon, there is no need of what, namely. See how you have transferred it. I want. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Okay, we have not used the word namely. Then there is no need. Instead of that, we can go for colon way.
I want
Yeah.
the following items butter, sugar, and flour.
See how, can you see that? We have listed out
Yeah.
the items without using namely. Okay, that is the
Yes.
first usage of
What
colon.
does
Now,
namely mean?
namely means these are the things we list out, right? I have
Oh,
visited places, namely America, UK, so and so, so and so. Okay, so those are I am trying to list out the things that is namely. Okay,
yeah.
okay. Now let's go for the second usage. Come on.
Uh, a colon should not precede a list unless it follows a complete sentence. Examples: I want an assistant who can input data, write reports, and complete tax forms. I want an assistant who can do the following: input data, write reports, and complete tax forms.
Have you seen where you have put the colon over there? See,
Yes,
in order to list out that, you have used the colon. Okay, so the numbers can be avoided. Is it clear? Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
kicked out of the meeting real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it for some reason took me out, so I came back.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay. Now, okay. Semicolon. What is the usage of semicolon?
To separate stuff.
Separate means what? For comma, also we separate stuff by using comma. So, what is the difference between comma and semicolon?
Semicolon, you only separate two things. Comma, you separate two or more things. Right,
Okay,
mommy?
let's take it out. Use a semicolon in place of a full stop to separate two sentences. Okay, two sentences, and it's not two things, but it is two sentences. Can you get me?
Two sentences.
Where the conjunction has been left out. Normally, we join two sentences by using conjunctions. So, in case if the conjunction is left out, need not bother. You can join them by using a semicolon. Okay. Call me tomorrow. I'll give you my answer then. See that? Call me tomorrow. So I will give you that. So instead of that conjunction, so I can go for what? A semicolon over there. Yeah, it's not separating stuff. I mean, separating items or separating things, but it is separating two sentences. Which can, one way we can say that a semicolon can replace a conjunction. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now use the semicolon to separate units of a series when no. See, this conference has people who have come from Lahore, Pakistan, okay, Bombay, India, and so in this case also, when one or more of the units contain commas, then also you can go for what? A semicolon. There is nothing wrong
Yes.
in that. Okay. When do you use a question mark?
When asking a question,
Can you give me an example?
where are you?
Okay. Will you go with me? We use it. Okay. You do care in the question tags also. In case of question tags also, you end up with a question mark. Now, when do you go for exclamation mark?
When you're angry or when you have lots of emotions.
Okay, good. Use exclamation to show emphasis or surprise. Really.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what about quotation marks? When do you use quotation marks?
When you're quoting someone.
Okay, good. Exact words of the speaker, right?
Yes.
Okay. She said you need to hurry up. See that you need to hurry up is placed inside the question mark. I mean the quotation mark. Okay, fine. Now the next one. What is this parenthesis? I think that you have not come across. Have you seen the symbol now?
I've seen the symbol in math.
Okay, my lord. The removing that will make a lot of sea change, right? Now see this, use
Huh?
parenthesis. I mean, removing that in the math problems when you are doing it creates a lot of changes, right?
Yes.
For example, I will say a plus b whole squared. A plus b, then you put it in bracket and whole squared means a squared plus 2ab plus, hello,
Yes.
b
You're
squared,
kind
right?
of breaking off.
Oh my lord. Now can you hear me? Can you hear me
Yes.
now? Okay. Use
Yes.
parentheses to enclose words or figures that clarify or are used as a, for example, I expect $500. So you are putting this 500, that numbers, figures in what? Parentheses. Did you
Yeah.
understand? He finally answered. Okay. Actually, he took 5 minutes to think. That you can, that thinking, that whatever he did can be contained in a parenthesis. Okay.
Yeah.
And use parentheses to enclose numbers as we have already discussed here in $500 it is inside that we are using this parenthesis to do that. Okay, so that is the main usage of parentheses to enclose figures, numbers. Full stop, go, please read the analysis. I have enclosed, see here, this you should really be careful. Please read the analysis, that is over. So please put the full stop. Only then you have to start the parenthesis. Okay?
Yes.
And that you also should have what? A full stop over there. That is very important. When do you go for apostrophe?
Apostrophe. When I'm when I'm giving possession to something.
Example?
That 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 those shoes are mine.
Those shoes are mine. Where is the apostrophe there?
Mines.
Mines we can't say.
Or you're coming with me.
You are the shortened form, contractions, right?
Yes, when you're giving possession to something.
That okay, that is different. Okay, here all we have this in contractions. Contractions means the short forms. See, don't, isn't, these are all contractions. She is a
Yeah.
short form. They're all we can use apostrophe. Okay, as you said, the
Yeah.
possession. See here, boy's hat, boys, Kumi's pencil. So Kumi's, that is a possession. Okay,
Yes.
that is the possession. Now these are all possessions. See, I told you before about compound nouns. You see this one example number 6. My two brother-in-laws hats. Brother-in-laws. It's a compound word. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't forget again. Don't forget about compound words. What are compound words? They never have any. When do we use hyphen? Can you hear me? Mm.
Yes.
Have you ever used it hyphen?
No.
Never tried using it. In compound words, as I told you before, in compound words, we can use what? Hyphen. For example, here 21 to 99. Have you seen that?
Oh yes, when you're giving a score, that thing's a hyphen.
Ah, yeah, that's a hyphen.
Then
Okay.
yes, I've used them a lot.
Then we have to, see here, eye opener, eyeshadow. Here all we can use eyeliners. Hyphenate all spelled out fractions. Example, 1/3. See, 1/3. It is again a hyphenated word.
Yes.
Much needed, well known. These are all hyphenated words. A small dash that comes in between that is known as a hyphen. Hyphen with prefixes.
Wolves.
For example, say here, non-American is correct, I think so, not un-American. Ultra ambitious. But what do you mean by prefix, my dear?
Like something that comes before
Very good.
a word. Like
Yeah, that's what here you see. Ultra ambitious. Ambitious is the word that comes before that. So there also you can have hyphen. Semi invalid. Okay.
yes.
Dash. When do you put this dash?
Dash.
See,
When you're
we have
giving
used
a time period like
yeah,
5 to 5:30,
yeah, that's it. It may
10
be
to
from
11.
yeah. Now you're done. Now with all, I think we have gone through very quickly. We have made a try through all the punctuation marks. Now I have an activity for you, so that you can also do something now. I have that. Okay, where is it? Fine.
Mommy, is my sandwich ready?
Yes, and in the class, and she's taking it with such a dedication, so I don't want you to shout that. Do you hear me? Thank you.
Now can you see this?
Yes.
Now you have so many punctuation marks there. Playing
The first one will be a question mark
Okay,
because he's
good.
asking what your favorite sandwich is.
Okay, second one.
My favorite snack is cheese. That's a period.
See how we are coordinating your breakfast and the lunchroom punctuation. Anyway, both are foodies, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now the third sentence.
I can't wait to eat my exclamation mark.
Why is it exclamation mark?
I can't wait to eat my cookies. They're
Okay.
showing emotions.
Okay. Now the fourth one.
I am excited about snack time.
No, you
Oh
left
no.
out the fourth one.
How many apples are on the table? Another question mark.
Okay.
Did you drink your juice box? Another question mark.
Okay. Then
I am excited about snack time. Period.
okay. The next one.
I like to drink milk with a straw. Period.
Okay.
May I have another helping of pie? Question mark.
Okay. The last one.
Today's lunch is tomato soup. Period.
Okay. I think It was matching with our. Okay, I come to you with another activity on this. Can you see this?
No, it's blurry.
Clearly. So what I will do is, I think so. Let me. You can't see that. Okay,
No, it's blurry.
okay, let me zoom it. Okay. What about now?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Can you?
Yes.
Okay. Now read each sentence and choose the correct punctuation marks. So the first one.
Period.
Okay. The second one.
Question mark.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. It went up like anything. Okay. The third one.
Period.
Okay. The fourth one.
Period.
Okay. The fifth one.
Another period.
The next one.
Question mark.
Seventh one.
Period.
Really?
Yes, I had a great time at your party. That's a full sentence.
So you have to go for a period according to you. And then eighth one.
Question mark.
And the last one.
Another question mark.
Okay, fine. Now let me give you another one. You have 20 questions here. Let me give you the link.
There needs to be more than one player to do this.
Let it be. You do on your own. Okay.
No, you need more than one player, otherwise they won't let you do it.
Which one? This one. No need.
Yeah, quizzes, because we do this all the time in school and we do it with the whole class, but then when I do it on my own, when nobody else does, it doesn't let me do it.
Okay, then we'll do it together. Let me see how you can do it or not. Okay. Which
Okay.
sentence? Can you see that properly now?
Yes.
20 questions are there. Which sentence shows correct punctuation? There are 4 sentences over there. You just have a good look over there, better look, okay? So that you will see all the punctuation marks over there.
The last one.
Correct punctuation, you according to you, the last one.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yes, correct. Okay. Now, my lord, it went forward. Did not work really. 1 second, okay.
Just give me 1 second.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Is it all auspicious time for you or what? Class time to go?
Super appreciate.
Are you on the team or the
I don't know what this one.
Hey, hi, Priya, how are you?
Hello? Yeah, I'm fine. Fine.
So he found the English comprehensions very easy.
Okay, good.
That was good. The topic he said was very easy that he could do, but there was a technical glitch for them. So
Okay.
it was not given for typing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they did, send it to the state saying that they had a glitch and they will take into accommodation. So
Okay.
he was sort of worried about it, but the topic, what he said, how he wrote, was really fantastic.
Okay, okay. Good to hear that.
So yeah, I mean, it's not on my head. What was the topic you said?
It was on Africa.
Yeah, he told me some topic. It's not my head, but the way he narrated, how he wrote with the paragraphs, that was really very good.
Okay, okay.
So that's the best we can do. So we are just waiting.
Okay, ma'am.
Thanks, Priya.
It's okay. Tumi, where are you?
For me,
Yeah, coming. I remember the topic.
because you me
I remember the topic.
Yeah, what was that?
The topic was why friendship, the importance of friendship.
Okay, fine. Okay. So you elaborated the importance of friendship.
I don't know, the topic just came easy to write for me. But I
Okay, good.
feel like they might not grade it because my last sentence wasn't able to fit between the 26 lines.
Oh, okay, but
because they not used to do that. So I don't think that's what we do.
let's do this quiz now. Can you see the screen?
Mm-hmm.
Punctuation is a system of symbols that we use when
Writing.
dashed. Okay, let's do that together. Okay, what about the second one? What are the symbols used in the system called
Punctuations.
punctuations? Okay, which are examples of punctuation marks?
The first one.
Okay, now the fourth one, full stops are also called.
Periods.
Okay, now the fifth one, which cannot come at the end of a sentence.
A colon.
Okay, good. Now the sixth one, you must put a space dash every comma in a sentence.
Before.
What is a punctuation mark indicating a question
Question
mark?
mark.
Now, which can be used to express strong feelings in written English?
Explanation mark.
Okay. Now, the ninth one, quotation marks are put dash the words being quoted.
Before and after.
Good. Okay. Now, question number 10. In British English, see that symbol, okay, are called round brackets. But in American,
Parentheses.
okay, let's take the answer.
80.
What went wrong now? Yes, it was at comma. Okay, the question on comma, it is not before, but it is after the space. Okay, that is question number 6. Do you remember? Okay,
Uh,
this one. You must put a space after every comma in a sentence. Okay, is it clear?
mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh my lord. Let's have one more thought quiz. I had one writing practice for you where you will have to change the whole passage. You need to rewrite using what? Using
Punctuation?
punctuation. Yeah. Now just see this one. From each set of sentences below, choose the sentence with the correct punctuation if any punctuation is needed between the writer's words and the quoted words. Okay. Yes.
The last one. No, the first one.
Really, do you think that is correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
because yes.
Why? See, before the punctuation, before the quotation mark, don't we need a comma?
No.
Really?
Yeah, no, we don't need one.
Don't we need a comma before the quotation mark, my dear?
No.
Indirect and indirect speech, no?
Not that I know of.
We discussed today about that. Did you forget? We discussed about that.
Then yes.
Not then, yes. I want you to be very sure on that, my dear. See, I'll show you that example where we have discussed about commas. See this one, okay? Now let's find out where did we discuss about that. See this one?
Yes.
Use commas to introduce direct quotations. See here.
Oh, shorter than 3 lines.
Now again there are. In all direct and indirect speech, when we come, the direct, actually when we make it indirect, we have to remove these punctuation marks. But in all direct speech, before that, what the speaker says, it's necessary to have a comma. Okay, that is a rule.
Yes.
Now, oh my lord, I don't know where we have gone to. Okay, so it is not the first one. Then tell me.
So, is it the second one, B?
Are you very sure?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's. I think how can we do this? I don't know. There is no.
Yes,
way
well,
to, okay. Okay. Let's see. See, correct. Okay. Now see. Go for the second question.
Turu says, we are determined to be starved before we are hungry.
Which one is correctly done? See, says that. See that.
Turu says that we are determined to be starved before we are hungry.
Okay. Which I call the punctuation. Which one is correct?
Would I use a comma again?
That you see. You tell me which one is correct.
B,
Why do you think it is B?
because it has a comma. Or no, A. I feel A is right.
Now you just be sure.
Wait. I think it's B
Let
or
me go
A.
for which one
B.
should be?
No. It was
Why?
A.
Yeah, it is A. Because why is it like that? See?
Because it says that.
Yeah, it's a reported speech, right?
Yes.
Now we'll go for the third question.
Toru explains why he decided to live in the woods. I did not wish to live what was not life is so dear, nor did I wish to practice resignation unless it was quite necessary.
Eh,
Hey,
my lord, what happened? You did not
I
go
said
to. Why didn't
I
you?
said A because it's more than 3 lines.
So you think there is no need of any punctuation?
Yeah,
It is incorrect.
but there was more than 3 lines. So
But you see here, here don't think about lines. You were counting what kind of lines do you tell me? What is it? Hmm?
after every after
Hmm.
after the punctuation.
He explains why he decided to live in the woods. Okay, so why he decided to live in the woods? He's explaining it, right? Hmm?
Yes,
So there should be what when he explains it means there should be a comma, right?
yes.
So that answer is not correct. Now the fourth one, silently you see.
Toro explains why he decided to live in the woods. When he says that, there is a that, so I don't need punctuation.
Again, read the whole. Still, there are so many other punctuations.
Because last time when I had a that, I didn't need punctuation.
Okay, but still see the rest of the punctuations, my dear. Again, it's not the end. You have still other punctuation. Can't you see a semicolon over there?
Yes,
Comma. All these are being
yes,
included. All these are being included. Not a matter of one.
yes.
So tell me,
Do I put a semicolon?
when do we put a semicolon? Yes.
Yes.
When do we use a semicolon?
I use a semicolon when I'm separating two sentences.
Very good. Instead of a conjunction, right? Yeah.
Yes, and I am separating two sentences.
Which are the two sentences there?
The reason the Toru explains why he decided to live in the woods when he says that, and then the reason.
Okay. So which one according to you is correct? Tell me.
The semicolon,
So which one? A, B, C or D?
C,
C. C. You mean C?
yes.
No. Now, fifth one. I think you need a fifth one. The sixth one, you tell me.
Toru summarizes how he thinks
It
we
just
can improve
summarizes.
our lives.
Summarizes. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
How he thinks we can improve our lives. Simplify to simplify.
Mm.
D,
Which
D,
one?
the one
D.
with the colon.
Okay, let's see. That's correct. That's correct. Okay.
Yes.
That's why I gave you that because I didn't want to let you down. Okay. So
Okay.
can you give me a brief thing about punctuations?
Punctuations are important, so then we because it gives different, especially commas, because it gives us different meanings.
Okay. Did you understand that sentence? Do you remember that sentence made by?
Let's eat grandpa versus let's eat grandpa.
Okay. What about the other one? That's the most common saying in order to show the strength of punctuation. Do you remember that? How the male
Yes,
said, what the male said, and what the female
what
said.
the female said.
Yeah, that is very. I mean, that's the most popular one. When we talk about punctuations, I think right from our childhood days we have been listening to this. That shows that we must be very careful about punctuation because it makes a change in. See this one. A woman without a man is nothing. A woman, a colon there, without her, man is nothing. Okay. Please remember this in order to identify the power of punctuation. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
You can see. Okay, then what else do you remember in today's class? Anything else? Hello? Yeah? Are you gone?
My mom's putting the mixie.
Okay, fine. Okay, then bye. Good night. Not good night for you. Good morning, right? Have a nice day, okay? Hello?
Wait, my mom's putting the mix. Okay, now can you repeat because when my mom puts the mixie, it's
fine.
hard to hear.
Okay, can you just recollect again? Still something more left other than that? Because
Semicolons separate sentences.
okay.
That's
Other than
it.
without conjunctions, we can separate sentences by using. Okay, then what else? Do you remember anything about hyphen?
Yes, hyphen I used to separate the score.
Okay. Then what about dash?
What? Dash I used to separate the time.
Okay, a period of time. Okay. Then what else we have? What about commas?
I used to separate people, places, or things.
Yeah. What is the difference between a comma and a semicolon then?
Comma separates everything. Semicolons only separate the sentences.
Okay. Then what about colon? What is the role of colon actually?
To separate a sentence from a word from the sentence.
Don't you remember that the word namely can be deleted, right? That means to
Yes.
list out things. We can use what?
Uh,
For example,
yes.
I'm saying I need the following things, namely so. So I can delete by saying I need the following, and I can put a colon over there and then list it out.
Yes.
Okay, so list out things also you can use colon. Okay.
Yes.
Okay then. Have a great day.
Okay. Bye.
The last lesson